Hi there, it's Rochelle from Regional Collab, and I thought I'd just pop a quick video in for today's posts. Annie and I have been talking heaps, obviously, about this COVID-19 virus. And one of the things that we were talking about this morning was around our lived experiences. Both Annie and I have gone through some pretty stressful times in our life. And mine obviously being that my husband passed away 5 years ago of cancer, and before that he'd been fighting cancer for 3 years. And I guess my approach to what's going on right now with regards to the virus is that you take the best source of information that you can find. For me, I've been listening to the Coronacast podcast that's been put out by the ABC each morning. That's actually been really helpful, I think, for me, because I'm a bit of a data nerd and I like to see hard statistics and to understand what's going on. We were just talking this morning, Annie and I, about how people are feeling very stressed and about how people are taking it very personally, the decisions that are being made by government. And I think what we wanted to say with regards to that is that it's really important to make decisions based on how you can protect your family, obviously, but also about how you can protect your broader community. So to that end, Annie and I have decided that we would like to sort of work from home and basically do some social isolation without, causing problems for our business. And, today I've had, 2 meetings so far by Zoom, one by teleconference, and I've got another 2 meetings this afternoon on similar platforms. Everything's working. It's not really upsetting us because we've worked remotely for a long time. But what we wanted to say was it's really important when you're making decisions to make decisions based more so about your community as well as your family. It's not personal. The government's not telling us to do stuff because they're trying to be difficult. They're trying to protect us. And for me, social isolation here in Armidale is really important because we live in a rural community. And frankly, if we do have an outbreak of the virus here in town, we're not going to have enough assistance for people in the hospital system here. We're very lucky. We've got a pretty reasonable hospital system in Armidale, but we're just not going to have enough beds. We're not going to have enough staff. We're not going to have enough doctors. And the other thing to think about is people who are already immunocompromised, people who are already unwell. And, my lived experience of 3 years with Alistair with cancer was that, he was constantly going through chemotherapy and he was immunocompromised. And so that meant that we had to change the way that we did things. And it becomes the new normal. It's not easy, but it becomes the new normal. And I think it's really important that as, members of our society and community, that we take that on board. We can talk about toilet paper and panic buying, but frankly, I feel like that's a whole other conversation to have. I think it's important just to take things one step at a time. There's a Chinese proverb that I used to always think about. Someone gave me a little book of Chinese proverbs when Alistair was unwell. And essentially one of them talks about the 99 burdens. So it's amazing what you can get through in life carrying 99 burdens, but it's that 100th burden that will take you down. And so I guess the way I'm approaching the situation for the virus at the moment is to make sure that I'm communicating clearly with the children so they understand what's going on. Because there's no need to hide this stuff from them. They need to get what's going on. But also with regards to that 100th burden is to make sure that I'm protecting myself and not taking on stuff that I can't control. So what's in your sphere of influence? What's in your control? And I can tell you that the thing that you can control most is the way that you react to situations. So when you go to the supermarket and there's no toilet paper or there's no pasta sauce or pasta, don't lose your shizzle. Don't freak out. Don't yell at the shopkeepers. Basically just go, right, what's the other option? Because that's the other thing that Annie and I were talking about this morning, and that's innovation. So out of really difficult times comes an opportunity to be really innovative. So, hey, you're at the supermarket. It's a pretty simple thing. There's no pasta or rice. What am I going to do? Well, the other night I was in that position. I didn't have any rice. I didn't have any pasta. I had a cauliflower, so we made cauliflower rice. First time I've ever done it. It was pretty damn good. But the point was, I didn't sit there and go, oh God, I haven't got anything. I went, well, what can I do? What is the other thing I can do? I knew that there was a recipe out there for this cauliflower rice. I went and found it. We had it. Dinner was made. It was all fine. But if I'd allowed myself to become stressed because I couldn't find what I thought I was looking for, then that would have been a whole different situation. So don't let the 100th burden take you down, I guess is my message for today. You know, it's difficult, it's not fun, but at the same stretch, think about the positive stuff you can get out of this. For our business, that's what we're doing. We've sat down and had a huge conversation with our business coach, and we've talked to him about how we can flip on our head what we're doing in our business, because whilst we do a lot of remote stuff, there's still issues with regards to funding, because people can't come together in larger gatherings now. So essentially we're saying, right, so what does this do for us as far as innovation? Where can we go? What can we do? What can we offer to our clients? And we're going to put out some information soon, some new training courses that we're currently pulling together, and hopefully that will actually give people a little bit of inspiration to kind of think outside the square for their business as well. So I hope you're all well. I hope you're all staying safe. Don't hoard toilet paper. Don't hoard rice. Don't hoard pasta. But when all else fails, cauliflower rice is pretty good. Talk to you soon. Bye.